Atiefo ne adofo yema wo nyina makwa ba emfamra dwumadie so ene your first time wo hwe dwumadie a na wo so no watimi a subscribe no wa share na bibia so no atimi akoso kama ye de nsema wo do pina enso ana etimi eba na we no political show ensema a chese no so etimi trend our politics mo manfo nsema mo ka no ana yagine nyina nso etimi eba na afei ada trendy news no ana yemamo so ahudie no so etimi ko aha Spider One TV na enen nsema betra so no ebi ene Ghana mampanyini abedi akire Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia akasa na ne nsema okanya ne nse wose se Ghana for to abama na oba se port duties no obate to say who opanyini nsema wa ha ebedi wonkomo afei besa ko lawyer William Kwesi Eskra enso etimi akasa no atobi amane Ghana mampanyi dada John Dramani Mahama ama chese Lancash crown sembia bipie mu a chese enye ize kra na wena NDC force sorry na mo se hwe Bawumia ene na ado danko Akufo-Addo ye kasa Ghana hasia taxes a omodi abana chese enye ize kra tax makoma 40 ene ya chire a chese Bawumia ene na ado bae no omodi aba Ghana for yenso yetua we ene nsmafo bi eka wona chese yatena se eba we wobo hom na afi adi nkoma tutu ne sere ene abasa na bibia so no atimi akoso kama edi ama atiefo na first time subscribe ne share for comment no enso etimi ebra yen hensem na se ema atiefo na yakwade en hase emfiri opanyini no asoye opanyini opemu na nkasa Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ana chese enye ize kra opanyina kasa de nsema woro pina atima tudwa na ne nsema o kan se wono se Ghana fo eye se maso eye mre na Ghana fo koto amama ne se kukuro na obetra abanwa no so a wan ana ye fa ne se eye imbalance port duties ebekosoro wono oba obatitu se hu obi ahun se yes wono Bawumia na waba bema pa ono wonsinso mu ansa na waham enti waba ne de obeye ama Ghana fo nyina so ahu yenkwati ensama Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia adetuga.
You know, we are going to and I've already announced this for the spare parts, and we are going to have a situation where we have the exchange rate fairly fixed over the period, so that the issue of changes in duty, it doesn't help us, because you see, why are prices in the markets always increasing? They're always increasing because people are anticipating the exchange rate will always depreciate. So you have to price forward based on your anticipated depreciation. That doesn't help us. It's inflationary. And so we are going to change the duty structure and go into more of a flat specific duty. Like I said, for the spare parts, if you have a 40-foot container, you know this is how much in cedis you are paying. If you have a 20-foot container, this is how much in cedis you are paying. So you take the exchange rate out of the matter, and then you deal with that. So this is what we are doing. We are going to also make sure our duties in our ports by policy cannot be higher than in Lomé. By policy, they cannot be higher. That's our competitor. And right now, there is a lot of diversion of containers to Lomé because ours are higher. In fact, the simplest way to stop the smuggling is to equalize the duties or become lower than Lomé. And that's what we are going to do.
And to way and some Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, and so I can't just say, Yama Ghana for so and so Ekoya, and ye is a cry. Na lawyer William Kwesi Eskra. Sao panyin we moba kaina ebra na chese Kennedy Japan akompre kon enso pe aba no so person be president edema Ghana no na opanyin we edi akotene pa enso e wone campaign mu na chese enye ize kra na ebra no so ekopie mu enso e wa santimanda roso na chese ha yebusebusa ne nsamba akomienu bia ana chese host yi ekobusa ne nsamfa John Dramani Mahama ɛne yɛwura ɛfɛ no sɛ Alan Kwadwo Kyerɛmaten sɛ ɔmo yɛ Christians anaasɛ ɔmo ɛyɛ Christians anaa da saa nsɛm wei ɛkɔba yɛ pɛ ɛna sɛ ɔpanyin kɔkɔ paeɛ ɛna sɛ ɔno so ɛsae ha sɛ wɔsane nsɛm aguɔ na sɛ ɛnyɛ easy koraa nsɛm ɔpanyin asane aguɔ deɛ ɛsene kuro na ɛsene pawo yɛnkɔ ne nkɔtie nsɛm ɔpanyin so no atumi asɔne agu fam sɛ burugyaa yɛntie mimra
wohwɛ NDC tama ɔmunya disaster bi saa ɔma anhyɛ bɔ John Mahama ko read in the manifesto obetua DC sika obese did he do it? And so we are comparing two people, one a president, one a vice. The vice president make projection, the president who is supposed to implement it. And look, we have a passion to ensure that we don't make a mistake as a country. Okay. We are moving on. Somebody who is a spent force. I don't even understand the NDC. How can you bring a candidate who has been spent? The worst president Ghana has ever had. He had only one term.
How do you rate Mahama as the worst president?
Okay. Or the one term, you see 1992 constitution, Obiani one term. Now, the term you spend in government is a judgment of your performance. Okay. And I can boldly say that Mahama is the worst person who has been elected as the president of this country. Then, you probably never demand say, yes, I'm going for worst person. Hey, I did a mistake in Ghana for bit my
I see.
It won't happen because.
But you say Bawumia belong to the minor group Muslim, exclusive on the Dosu.
Exactly. Look, I initially had concerns about that. Why? I'm a Christian. In fact, a staunch one. I'm a preacher.
Okay.
And I wish that a Christian is the president of this country. But can we compare? Can we call John Mahama a Christian? Me, my standard of Christianity, he's not. I want a practicing kingdom person, not just going to church. And look, the idea is well, you're a Christian, John Mahama, to me, is not a kingdom person. He doesn't practice Christianity. He goes to church.
I see.
And so let us look at the morals of the two. Yeka same-sex marriage as between Bawumia and John Mahama, who will be able to push that agenda? Ask yourself, looking at his original religious background, who will push it? And is it not an abomination for a country to allow those things to happen? And if Bawumia will be the best to push it, why don't we support him?
So you see Mahama say a basic Christianity there, and as a Christian there, Mahama is not there. What of Alan Kyerɛmaten?
Alan Kyerɛmaten so sorry to me onye Christian. I can't say more about his spiritual, but onye Christian.
Okay.
Enti mpanimfo so bi nsito do matoa ana kyese wo so no wakotie de no so akwai lawyer William Kusi Escra kyese wo ka Ghana lawyer so magi di pa kese pa na opanyini waka wo pa na se wo hwe MP pamonyokoro so odi makotene pa a kyese opanyini so nsem aka yenso yetimita na yenkohwe nkata no so na kyese yenhwe de ebra na na do dankwa akofo ado wanye na ba MPP and the vice president Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia be PM a president and mo ma konkon Ghana no taxes a wodo a amoso di aba enye ize kra na ya kra no de NDC fo ne bi di aba no a chese yeso bubo ho ama wo no wo hwem kra be se aduanan 40 taxes ana chese mo de ne hase free first one we a 3% VAT flat rate and your first one. Second one, no, and so your friend say a year 5% increase in VAT. A fay over third one a year make get fund and NHIL levies taxes. And so it may buy fourth one 25% increase in corporate tax. Fifth 2% special import levy. 6. 1% COVID levy plus 3% VAT. Na acquire 4%. 7th air taxes no. A 1% COVID levy on 2.5% NHIL levy. 8 no. A 5% fiscal stabilization levy. 9. 5% financial sector clean up, that is collapse bank recovery levy. 10. 1% e-levy. 12 no 20% and I said 20 pesos levy on liter of petrol and diesel. Any idea no sweat here? I feel to us among the 18 pesos levy on LPG. 14. 2.5% increase in VAT. 15. Luxury vehicle tax. 16. 50% increase in core tax. And then I shimeno. Sami frobi. Na ote tax kasi pass ya free so. Di Asem krani. 16. 30% increase in energy sector levy. ESLA. 18. 11% increase in special petroleum tax. I feel to us 19. 200% increase in boost margin. 20th. 40% increase in price stabilization and recovery levy. 21. 25% increase in primary distribution margin. 22. 36% increase in unified petroleum price fund. 23. Road fund increase. 24. 10% withholding tax on betting, lottery, etc. Mnantena utwa bet no utwa ya ni ate hu udi ye no a esima amfa me di ansa ni ate tax na fu na afi no kwabanya ni ayese tire na ya bole gya no afi go to aso a hanenie ye ni 25 no 20% increase in tax on betting companies abba obete afi go to 26 na ha hon na tie 35% increase on income tax. And you also tia upe ubetia yen to us way say increase tax na badia na just say ye to us 27 almost 3% and after 10% withholding tax on asset and liabilities and so 28 no a 25% increase on tax on gifts and gain. After it was 29 no a profit before tax levy on companies. 30. 5% tax on companies declaring losses. 31. Tax on motor vehicle benefits. 32. 1.75% tax on bank transfers. 33. 1.75% tax on remittance. That is burger tax. 34. 15% increase in government fees and charges. 35. 35% increase in corporate tax on mining companies. 36. 22% corporate tax on hotels. 37. Exercise duty for owning a car, motorbike, etc. 38. 1% stamp tax. 39. And 35% payroll tax, that is payee. 40. No, customs and excise duty on sachet water, bottled water, malt drink, beers, wine, spirits, cigars, plastic product, textiles, etc. And Jenny said, "City on tip, Miss Row, tax no Ghana." Then I say with him, say tax dear, wait ya pa. Esan say a tro dear a 2 or mine. The tax was so cheer. In the MPP form, I only say, or say chill or mine, there was a tria 20 year pa, a 20 year dear, a who here. In the end, tria 20 year, near 20 my bow minus sonum, at me aqua ye, a 20 year cheer. And so you won't echo. Then more update, and in some people by our channel so we quite a funny has entertained pony. I feel not gonna be hassy a crampo. I want to be and small do a coso and to subscribe and say and more update and submit my bar. Now go point shadow. May the Almighty God bless you and keep you in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit. Yakamina.